Hello, my name is Centurion Buckleface. I've chosen to do my Roman home learning on the subject of Roman forts. I live in ancient Roman times and I am a centurion of this fort. I built this fort in Minecraft after careful research on Roman forts. This Minecraft fort shows some of the key features of a typical Roman fort. It was built by me and my slaves using Minecraft for the PC and Romecraft texture pack. After the Romans invaded southern Britain, they had to defend it. They built roads so that soldiers could march quickly to deal with trouble. They also built 3 very large army forts and lots of smaller camps for soldiers to live in. At first these forts were built of wood. Later they were built of stone. The Romans developed a system of forts to guard their frontier. Some forts were large enough to hold an entire legion of 6,000 men. The forts were developed in an organised design to allow the soldiers to have quick access to the surrounding walls. The same layout was used for the troops when they were on the move and made camp for night. Let's start looking at the fort defences. The Romans had a very clever way of defending their forts, and they did it by laying out shallow trenches filled with spiky branches and ankle-breaking timbers. Deep holes containing sharp stakes called lilies. These, along with rows of spikes set in the ground, formed the first line of defence for forts in the most threatened places. Did you know remains of machines like the basilisk have been found, but there is not much evidence that they were regularly used to protect forts. Now here we have the granny. The granny was quite an important place to store food. It was like a fridge. The way they kept their food cold was by raising the floor and keeping it as close to the north as possible. Did you know that the wheat to make bread or to thicken meal or porridge was issued to the troops every day? The loaves produced were flat and round and probably quite hard. Here are the baths and toilets. Toilets had no privacy. Wooden seats were placed over stone channels constantly flushed by water from the fort aqueduct. Toilet paper was unknown and sponges were probably used instead. Did you know that the changing room was the entrance of the building? It was a place for relaxation, perhaps chatting to your friend or playing a board game while you waited your turn to go into the baths. Finally, this is the entertainment area. There was not a lot of free time for the soldiers in the Roman army. The baths were a very popular place to spend your spare time, but some soldiers did not have enough money. Gambling was also very popular over chariot races or fights between gladiators.